Hi, this lessons we will look at statistic 1, discrete random variables partial questions. Refer to the syllabus. Candidates should be able to draw up probability distribution table relating to a given situations involving a discrete random variable x, right? And calculate the E of x, which is the mean, and the variance of x, which is the variance. So let us quickly discuss on what does it mean by discrete random variable. So as we discussed before, discrete means something that you can count, right? If we look at a discrete data, right, something you get to count. Let's say, what does it mean by variable? Variable means that it can take more than one values. So if x is a discrete variable, then x can be 0, 1, or 2, right? It can take different values. So what does it mean by the random here? So when we say a variable is a random variable, means that the value of x equals to 0 or 1 or 2, it is depending on chances, right? It's depending on probability. So this kind of variable, we call it as random variable. So discrete random variable means when the x, that's why the x is a discrete random variable, because it's something that we get to count, discrete. And random variable because when x is 0 or 1 or 2 is depending on chances. Okay. And the mean E of x, in order to find out the value of the mean, we can actually use this formula, summation of x multiplied with p. So the x is the every single value of the random variable x, and then multiplied with the probability, and then we sum them up. As for the variance, we have the formula that looks like this. Right? And these formulas are given in the formula booklet MF19. So you can refer to the formula booklet for this formula when you are answering statistic 1 exam questions. Okay, so the quick discussions about the discrete random variable and the mean and variance are here. Let's have a look of partial questions to see what are we supposed to do to draw up a probability distribution table. For more detailed discussion on this particular topic, discrete random variable, please refer to my previous lessons. And if you like these lessons, do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay, have a look of the question here, which is taken from May-June 2015, variant 6.3. Okay, a pet shop has 9 rabbits for sales, 6 of which are white. A random sample of 2 rabbits is chosen without replacement. Part 1 shows that the probability that exactly one of the 2 rabbits is in the sample is white is half. So what do we do is to find out probability, right? And we are having 2 rabbits here, and exactly one of the 2 rabbits is white. One is white. So what do we need to do is, first rabbit is white, then the second rabbit is not white, y prime. Or first rabbit is not white and second rabbit is white, right? Then how do we calculate the probability? First, there are 9 rabbits altogether, and out of 9, 6 of which are white. So first is white, the chances of getting white rabbit is 6 out of 9. And so multiply. Now there are only 8 rabbits remain, and the chance that you are not getting a white, there are still 3, right? Total 9, 6 are white, 3 are not white. Okay, that is the probability calculations. Or first rabbit taken out of total 9 and it's not a white color, so 3 out of 9. followed by, now there are only 8 rabbits remained, and randomly choose one, and this is where you're getting the white rabbit. So 6 out of 8. Okay, do the calculations. 6/9 times 3/8 plus 3/9 times 6/8. It is half. So we have shown, right? But in order to answer the part 1 questions, we can also use another method in order to find out the probability, right? So again, exactly 1 white out of the 2 rabbits selected. Now, we can try to use this method, which is out of 6 white rabbits, simply choose 1. Okay, and at the same time, from the 3 not white rabbit, choose 1. So the numerator will give us the total number of ways of selecting 2 rabbits, which is where one of it is a white, another one is not white. Okay, then divided by the total number of ways of selecting 2 rabbits from the 9. So 9C2. So if you are using this method, you will be getting the same answer as well. Supposed to be half. Let's see. Yes. Right? Shown. So for these particular questions, either method 1 or the second method suggested are both quite reasonable working. Then both are correct methods to get the answer for part 1. So now we move on to the part 2. In order to construct the probability distribution table for the number of white rabbits in the sample. So first thing, we are talking about the discrete random variable. In this case, what is the discrete random variable? Is the number of white rabbit chosen. All right, so we need to determine what are the possible values of X can take, right? As a discrete variable, that is something we can count, right? The number of rabbits we can count. So the number of white rabbit here, it could be a 0. Simply means 2 rabbits are chosen and both are not white. So X can take a value of 0. 1. Out of 2 rabbits, 1 of them is white. Or 2. Out of 2 rabbits, both rabbits are white. So these are 3 possible values of X can take. So that is where you get to see the characteristic of discrete variable. Okay, and now we say it is a random variable because when the X takes 0 or takes 1 or takes 2, it is depending on chances, the probability. So now we need to figure out the probability when the X equals to 0. And we know it means out of 2 rabbits selected at random, none of them is white. So total number of selecting 2 rabbits without any restriction is 9C2. And the numerator must be the number of ways of getting 2 rabbits that are not white, which means out of the 3 not white rabbits, simply choose 2 of them. That will give you the probability that X equals to 0. So the answer will be 1 out of 12. Okay, and when the X equals to 1, we have already found the probability, right, which is in part 1. Exactly 1 of the 2 rabbit is white color, so probability found to be half. So half. Okay, then now we are trying to find probability that X equals to 2. It means 2 rabbits selected are both white color. Means from the 6 rabbits, 6 white rabbits, simply choose any 2. Out of total number of ways, 9, simply choose 2. Then this is where you are getting the probability. So here is 1/12. Then here, five over 12. All right. So when we are constructing the probability distribution table, one important characteristic that we need to be aware of is, let's see if I can turn it into red color. Okay, important characteristic, sum up all the probability must be equals to 1. So that's why I'm going to do a quick check, summing up all the probability. 1/12 plus 1/2 plus 5/12. Am I getting 1? Yes, that means my calculation is correct. Okay, so this is the probability distribution table that we need to be able to construct when you are given a particular situation. So you must be careful how to determine the discrete random variable given by the questions and able to get to the correct possible value, the value of the random variable can take, and followed by finding their probabilities. All right. Okay, that is how we are getting answer for part 2. Part 3, find the expected value of the number of white rabbits in the sample. The expected value is the same as the mean. Right? Sometimes it might use the word expectation. Or it can just straight away say, find the mean of the number of white rabbits. So it's all referring to the same thing. This is the formula that we need to use. All right. As I said, it is given in the MF19 formula booklet. Now, how do we do the calculations? Like this. I put it here, part 3. E of x. So which means summation of all x times p, right? So what is the x value? 0, 1, and 2. X times p. So x is 0. P is 1/12. And then you sum them up. So plus. When the x is 1, the corresponding probability is half. And when the x is 2, the corresponding probability is 5/12. Right? Then calculate. It's going to be 4/3. And then we have found the mean or the expected value for the number of white rabbits. All right. So if we are going to look for the variance, if the question asks for it, then we just have to use the formula here and again, which is given in the formula booklet. Okay, so we are done with the questions. And that's all for this lesson. Bye-bye.
That's all for today's video. If you're interested in more genuine sharing by other geniuses, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, ding dong. Also, if you're struggling with 1 or 2 past year questions and the mark scheme just doesn't seem to help, Genie has got you covered. Feel free to let us know what question it is by filling in the Google form linked in the description below. GenieUs Hub will get genius teachers to fulfill your request for the solution. Genie will see you next time. Bye-bye.